Hello, I'm Ed, and I'll be narrating the Beach Boys' Secret Sister act, The Wilsons' Story. The Wilsons is an album by a short-lived music group of the same name, consisting of Carnie Wilson and her sister Wendy Wilson, with some guest appearances by and collaborations with their father Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. The Wilson family's extraordinary musical legacy began with a surprising secret. After Wilson Phillips broke up in 1993, Carnie and Wendy Wilson continued to write and record together. They released a Christmas album together in 1993 titled Hey Santa, which was the first album recorded by the Wilson sisters without Chynna Phillips. The album was a collection of classic holiday songs with one original song, the title track. It was not a commercial success, although the single Hey Santa still receives recurrent airplay during the Christmas holiday season. Wendy and Carnie then joined with their estranged father Brian in 1997 and went on to release The Wilsons, which was critically successful, yet also commercially unsuccessful. A single Monday Without You was released in 1997 but failed to chart on Billboard's Top 100. Brian's collaborator Joe Thomas co-produced the track Everything I Need. Session drummer Hal Blaine, who played on the recording, later said that Thomas ruined the song with excessive amounts of percussive flourishes. "I couldn't believe what I was hearing, what they did to this beautiful. It was like someone took a beautiful Ferrari and beat the crap out of it with a sledgehammer. Some guys will get hold of Brian and talk him into anything." Carnie and Wendy joined Beach Boy Al Jardine in 1998 for 3 years of live performances and a live album in 2001. Al Jardine's family and friends live in Las Vegas. The Wilson sisters reunited with Chynna Phillips in 2001 to perform live at a tribute show to Brian Wilson, and in 2004 to release California, an album of cover songs. They reunited again in 2012 for the album Dedicated, which included covers of hit songs by the Mamas and the Papas and the Beach Boys. Also in 2012, Carnie and Wendy Wilson joined with the children of other Beach Boys members to form the vocal group California Saga, which performed during the intermission for the Beach Boys' 50th anniversary show in June at the Hollywood Bowl. The Wilson family's extraordinary musical legacy began with a surprising secret one. Monday Without You, Carole King, Mark Hudson, Paul Brady, 355-2. Good About You, Stephen Lierney, Bob Marlette, Carnie Wilson, Wendy Wilson, 427-3. Miracle, Bobby Bluebell, David A. Stewart, Brian Wilson, Celsius. Wilson, W. Wilson, 555-4. Goddess, Revival, Cliff Magnus, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 416-5. Candy, Bluebell, Stewart, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 451-6. Till I Die, B. Wilson, 322-7. Sint. Joan, Mark Jordan, Magnus, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 4088. Open Door, Glenn Burtnick, Shelley Paitkin, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 4039. I Hate Your Face, Magnus, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 426-10. Everything, Jordan, Magnus, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 328-11. Not Your Average Girl, Marlette, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 408-12. Everything I Need, Tony Asher, B. Wilson, 329-13. Pretty Poison, G. Burtnick, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, South, Paitkin, 432. Bonus track on Monday Without You, single 14. All This Madness, G. Burtnick, Celsius, Wilson, W. Wilson, 430. Bonus track on Monday Without You, single. Songs with an asterisk include Brian Wilson. The Wilson family's extraordinary musical journey began with a remarkable secret. And now we'll delve into the key individuals involved. Brian Wilson vocals, 1, 3, 6, 12, acoustic piano, 12. Arrangements, 12. Carnie Wilson vocals, vocal arrangements, 11. Wendy Wilson vocals, vocal arrangements, 11. Stephen Lierney keyboards, 1, 2, guitars, 1, 2, bass, 1, 2, percussion, 1, 2, additional keyboards, 6. Additional programming, 6. Paul Taylor programming, 3. Cliff Magnus programming, 4, 7, 10, guitars 4, 7, 9, 10, arrangements 4, 7, 9, 10, keyboards 7, 10, percussion 7, 9, Andy Wright programming 5, Joe Thomas keyboards 6, additional keyboards 12, Ira Antilles synclavier programming 6, Gary Hughes keyboards 8, 11, programming 8, 11, Frank Morocco accordion 12, David A. Stewart guitars 3, 5, Greg Les guitars 6, 12, Brent Rowan guitars 6, acoustic guitar 12, Waddy Wachtel guitars 6, Tim Pierce guitars 8. 11, Dennis Budimir guitars 12, Mitch Holder guitars 12, Mike Miller guitars 12, Tom Rizzo guitars 12, Jerry Watts bass 3, 5, Michael Rhodes bass 6, Steve Rodby bass 6, Leland Sklar bass 8. 11, Carol K electric bass 12, Mitch Guitar Call guitars 4, 6, Nick Vincent drums 1, 2, Abe Laboriel Jr. drums 3, 5, Josh Freese drums 4, 7, 9, 10, Eddie Bayers drums 6. 12, Mike Baird drums 8, 11, Hal Blaine drums 12, Alex Acuna percussion 6. 12, Jackie Burton percussion 6, Lawrence Bermant steel drums 12, Daniel Greco vibraphone 12, Larry Franklin fiddle 6, Tommy Morgan harmonica 12, Jay Miglery saxophones 12, Doug Norwayne saxophones 12, Bob Shepard saxophones 12, Bill Armstrong trumpet 12, Daniel Fornero trumpet 12, Timothy B. Schmidt additional backing vocals 6. Strings on Everything I Need Tom Rizzo arrangements and conductor, Ralph Morrison concertmaster, Larry Corbett, Barbara George, Barry Gold and Jerome Kessler cello, Dave Carpenter and Michael Rhodes double bass, Carol Castillo. Matt Funds, John Hayhurst and Evan Wilson viola, Julian French, Julie Gigant, James Miller, Irma Newman, Barbara Porter, Michelle Richards, Rachel Robinson, Steve Scharf, Mari Tsumura. Elizabeth Wilson and Jennifer Woodward violin. Steve Greenberg A&R direction, Brian Wilson executive producer, producer 6, 12. Carnie Wilson executive producer, vocal co-producer 4, 8, 11. Wendy Wilson executive producer, vocal co-producer 4, 8, 11. Stephen Lyerney producer 1, 2. David A. Stewart producer 3, 5. Cliff Magnus producer 4, 7, 9, 10. Joe Thomas producer 6, 12. Gary Hughes producer 8, 11. Jolie Levinaller production coordinator 4, 7, 9, 10. Lisa Roy talent coordinator 6, 12. Tom Rizzo talent coordinator 12. Rick Patrick art direction, Jeff Dithis, Jeff Schulz, design Naomi Kaltman photography. Technical credits Chris Bellman, mastering at Bernie Grunman Mastering, Hollywood, California. Doug Trant first engineer 1, 2. Francis Buckley mixing 1, 2, 4, 6, 11. Femi Gia recording 3, 5, mixing 3, 5. Kevin Clark engineer 4, 7, 9, 10. Cliff Magnus engineer 4, 7, 9, 10. Ray Blair engineer 6. Joe Ciccarelli engineer 6, Peter Dole engineer 6, Rick Fritz engineer 6, 12, mixing 6, 12, Donald Hodgson engineer 6, 8, 11, Jeff Van Steen ISDN engineer 6, Joe Thomas mixing 6, 12, Brian Wilson mixing 6, 12, AJ Jeffries engineer 7, Ruddy Heuserman second engineer 1, 2, Lee Manning assistant engineer 3, 5, Rob Brill assistant engineer 4, 7, 9, 10. Chris Bamford assistant engineer 6, 12, David Foster assistant engineer 6, 12, Mike Lavin assistant engineer 6, 12. The Wilson family's extraordinary secret profoundly shaped the legendary Beach Boys music.